the mechanisms of action that butyrate has, and pulling up the image from the prompt, we can see there's a lot to choose from. I'm going to talk specifically within the colon and reduced inflammatory cytokines. I think a good starting place for this is, where does butyrate come from? If we want to start to figure out how this cascade occurs, we can backtrack to our diet. So dietary fiber acts as a prebiotic to be fermented by our gut bacteria, so our colonic microflora, and that produces our short-chain fatty acids, which is what butyrate is. From there, butyrate acts in a couple of ways for these anti-inflammatory effects. We have two transcription factors, and we have a cytokine and some receptors to discuss. The first that is inhibited is nuclear factor kappa B. This is found in the cytosol of cells as a transcription factor, and it controls the expression of genes that promote inflammation via cytokines, chemokines, growth factors, things like that. So when we inhibit this transcription, we inhibit the production of those inflammatory factors. We also have inhibition in immune cells of cytokine interferon gamma. Now, inflammation is a response of the body that is natural and can be beneficial, but sometimes excess inflammation is what we want to avoid. So sometimes the inhibition of something within our immune cells, such as cytokine interferon gamma, is going to be beneficial for our overall health. And then back to transcriptional factor, this is peroxisome proliferator activated receptor gamma. Also, transcription factor, highly expressed in our colonic epithelial cells, thought to have an anti-inflammatory effect, so we do appreciate the upregulation occurring here. Lastly, one of the mechanisms I found was that butyrate can act as a signaling molecule through specific G protein couple receptors, GPR41 and 43. These are also found in our immune cells and our colonic mucosa. The theory behind this mechanism of action is that the receptors play a role in immune surveillance of the colonic mucosa toward microbial activity. So we can come back over here. Not everything fermented, like short-chain fatty acids, or produced through fermentation, like short-chain fatty acids, may have benefits, positive health benefits. Maybe some things produced are pro-inflammatory to that excess. And so this surveillance can kind of help signal out physiological responses that are needed to maintain colonic homeostasis. So that is one of the many mechanisms of action that butyrate has in our systems.